Come, let me show you how I prime models today. Priming models is arguably the most important step because it's the surface where you're going to prime the minis on. Some people like to do it with the airbrush. There are some people who like to do it with just brush. For me, I like to do it with the spray can. One risk of using the spray can is that the finish might become very dusty and very gritty, and it does not lend well to painting. Here, I'm going to show you some of the ways that I prevent the grittiness and make sure I get a smooth prime even with using a spray can. So let us begin. For priming, okay, as you can see, you want them to be in individual pieces, and I use a priming board. To stick the miniatures onto the priming board, I use a bit of blue tack. I do the miniatures face down first because when you flip the miniatures, you don't want a risk of them having blue tack on the faces and priming over, which can happen sometimes. So, we've pasted the models onto the priming stick. What's next? We're going to use primer. I like to use Mr. Hobby 1500 because it gives the smoothest finish. Some of the advantages of using a spray can versus airbrush is that spray can tends to cure very fast, about 20 minutes, and can start painting, whereas airbrush primers, probably you need to wait about 24 hours for a full cure before you can safely start painting. So I'm going to share with you some of my top tips while priming in the next clip. So when you're doing priming, I always wear a N95 respirator. It keeps the particles and the fumes from going into your lungs, and with the spray can you want to shake it really well. The better you shake it, the less it will be grainy on the miniature surface. To re-emphasize, with the spray can, you start spraying before the miniature and you end after the miniature, before and after. You go really fast and really near, about 2 cm away from the miniature in a flicking motion. Okay, let us begin. So I'm going to start. Flick, flick, flick very near, about 2 cm away from the miniatures, before and after. Flick, flick, flick. There is it. And this is how you achieve a smooth finish. So this is the final result. As you can see, the finished result is very smooth and ready for painting. And this is how you do priming with a spray can and avoid the grittiness that happens sometimes when you start spraying too far away. So those are my top tips about priming with a spray can. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon so that you know whenever we have videos coming up. And if you really want to support us, please head on to our Patreon page and then, yes, become a Patreon. Patreon allows me to keep producing awesome content like this, and I hope to see you in the next video. See you guys.